Alright gang, welcome back to our playthrough on Elmcreek. You joined me very early in the morning on the way to the shop. I have bought something new. You can see it as we're going past it right now. We're going to sell our fertilizer spreader. The reason we're going to do that is because I have found something that is going to be amazing for us. We've spent a little bit of money. You can see that I spent just over $12,000. We just made back $2,473 of that for a new fertilizer spreader. But this spreader is very unique. We can do fertilizer, solid fertilizer, we can do lime, and we can do manure spreading. So that's the reason why we have this. It's going to be extremely useful based off of what we installed in the last episode. We put in a nice, I can't remember what the actual technical term for it was, but I'm going to call it like a stone mortar that turns our straw into manure. So we can use that manure as a layer of fertilizer. And basically, it's going to save us a ton of money in the long run here. Now, obviously, we had to spend a little money up front to make this possible, but I think in the long run, it's going to save us a lot of money on not having to buy as much fertilizer. So, because that's just stuff we're going to get off the ground whenever we're putting in wheat and oat, right? So, and we're planning to do that pretty often. We're always going to probably have a field of wheat and or oat. So, to me, it made the most sense to do this. Now, we also need to do a little bit of other work on the farm. We need to get a rent, I should say. We need to rent a cultivator or a drill or whatever it is so we can expand this field with that field over there. As you saw in the last episode, at the very end of it, we split the big field that we have into two parts. Mostly because we plan on connecting this field with this portion of this field and removing this track here. We have put a track that goes from our yard down to here so we can still get out this way if we need to. And we put a track, well, there was already a track between this field and this field. We just expanded this track from here down through the middle of this field so we can connect to that track down there. We plan to do the same thing with this side of the field and this side of the field here. Looks like they're both ready to harvest, which is really good for us because we can expand all of that here very soon. Today's episode, though, our focus is going to be drilling and basically connecting these fields together. So, the nice thing is we've got our manure spreader now, which is going to save us money, but we also need to go back now and get and rent a drill or cultivator or something like that. The reason I haven't bought one of those yet is I just don't think we need it. We still have a direct drill. I don't think we require it at this time. We could certainly do that and save ourselves a little bit of money on herbicide, but I just don't think we need to right now. So we haven't done so. But this thing is going to be great because it's got three different uses to it, right? So the lime, the fertilizer, the solid fertilizer, and the manure, that's going to be phenomenal for us. Absolutely phenomenal. So, with all of that said, let's jump in here quickly. Oh, I'm going to the wrong thing here. Well, let's look at the used market first. Ooh, I really like that Kloss. Oh, 109 grand. We can't get there. We'd have to get rid of everything we own. Yeah, we can't get there. So, ignore that for right now, Z. You can't get there, so don't even try. I mean, maybe if we sold the rest of our crop, we could, but we got to get some more land, right? That's our main focus is to get some more land here. Okay, so what was I doing? We need to get a drill or a plow, I should say, or a cultivator. I saw Rusty using this plow here, 180 horsepower. I don't know if we even have 180 horsepower in this series yet. We don't, so we cannot use that one, so that's no good. That ain't gonna work. So we gotta find a different one. I'm gonna go to the cultivators. I know there's some cheaper cultivators that allow create fields, because I have that installed, that we could utilize. This one, like 90 horsepower. That's really what we need. All right, lease. Perfect. Let's go pick that up. We'll get back here. We'll expand the field, and then we will get into the process of spreading down some manure prior to drilling. Because if you do that, it's going to consider it to be 2 applications of fertilizer already down on the field. I mean, I believe so. I've only done, to be fair, gang, I've only done manure a couple of times. but I'm almost positive that that will work. That if you put that down, it will work. I don't know if that's realistic in real life or not. I would think it's not, but maybe it is. But it does seem to work in this game, so we're going to utilize that. See you guys when we're back to the farm. All right, gang, pulling back up here. We definitely need to rent a stub grinder so we can get rid of that section there, but that'll be in the future, I would say. So I have something very similar to this. It's, I guess, just a smaller version of this cultivator in our 200 horsepower challenge. Well, at the time of this is coming out, I'm not sure if we'll have a new one yet or not, but I do have plans to upgrade to that one I did show you guys. It just, the drill, it seems to be faster based off of Rusty's play that I saw. And faster is really key for that series now. That series is kind of blown up as far as the number of people that are on it and how fast that we're actually making progress. It's unbelievable, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and just mark out the edges here really quick. I've got to be very precise with this. I don't want it to mess up. I did a decent job with the track there. I didn't show it to you, but I will in a minute. That track up there, that was a disaster. I worked on it a little bit. It is still a disaster, but I did work on it a little bit. I also spent a little bit of money. You probably noticed it already up by our stone mortar thing, and tried to make that look a little bit more realistic, a little neater, I guess I should say. So we spent a little money on that as well, but all right, that will work. I really think I'm going to, it's not really a whole lot, but I kind of want to expand all the way up there and make it look a little bit straighter. You can see it's a little over the line here from the grass, but we'll leave it be for now. We'll leave it be. So this shouldn't take too long to do this. This is probably 3 passes, truly, as long as I keep it on center here. And then we'll have this whole field, this nice big new field that we've created ourselves. I think it's going to be better. I think it's going to be great for us. I think it's a better setup. We now, once we harvest those 2 fields and connect those, we're only going to have 2 fields to worry about, right? I probably should go ahead and, I mean, yeah, probably. I probably should go ahead and cultivate that up right now, but the problem is I'm afraid I'm going to ruin some of that crop. So I don't know. I really don't want to spend the extra money again just to fix that little field. So maybe what we'll have to do is potentially start harvesting that. We'll harvest the one edge there. We can cultivate it, and then we can dump the rest of the soybeans into what our trailer is, and then harvest part of that. A little awkward, I guess, but it should work. Save us a few bucks. Probably about $600-700 again, something like that. I think that's what we're going to do. Going a little bit against the grain of what we wanted to do, but I mean, just to save ourselves $600. Let's do it. To get the tractor out here too. We'll put this on a worker and get the tractor out. I mean, we probably could just have it harvesting the soybeans at this point. But really, we just need to do a pass of it. Hopefully it fits into our trailer, and then we can do a pass here so we can connect those 2 fields. I'm just going to get the very ever so slight edge here. I'm not even going to go all the way as far as we could. I'm not even going to worry about it. If I can just get this edge here, that'll give us enough room to utilize it. And that should have, it shouldn't fill up that much of the harvester or fill up that much of the trailer, so we should easily be able to do this. Does mean whenever we do come to harvest this, which will probably be the next episode, we will have to harvest that field first before we finish the soybeans. So maybe we'll have to buy a silo at that point. I'll look into the silos. Maybe we can get a really cheap silo. We probably need it, truly. Really, I shouldn't be keeping the soybeans in the trailer as they are now, even though they're under cover. They're just susceptible to being damaged, right? Having some kind of diseases. And you could say, well, why don't you just go sell them now? You're right, I could, but the price is really not good for soybeans right now. We'll show you a quick save here. So you can be up to 6,621. It's October. It's as bad as it can get. So it's not. I'm not selling it for $3,000 loss. I'm just not going to do that. We have plenty of money right now. Yeah, we spent a decent chunk here lately, but I mean, overall, we have plenty of money. We should have enough money to be able to continue to drill these fields. You know, use the money that we need. We should have plenty of that, so I'm not as concerned with that, if that makes any sense at all, which maybe it doesn't. I guess we could check and see what the sorghum price is. Maybe sorghum's good right now. It's getting better, but it's not good yet. But it is getting better. So we'll wait. At least one more episode before we sell the sorghum. At least. So I want to get a planter at some point too. I would like to do sunflowers again. We bought that field with sunflowers and just rented a header. It doesn't mean we have to buy another header for it. So that's another, purchase that we have to make. But we have to make sure it's the right time to do it, right? We can't just do it right now. We've got to wait till we can sell some of this crop. We have a bunch of strawberries growing. We could potentially put down a production to make something with strawberries. Have to do a little research into that. Won't be this episode either. That'll be another episode when we have less to do than we currently do. Alright, so we can just flip this around, bring it back. And for now, we will just stick it into the barn as we have been doing, even though a little unrealistic, I guess. But we'll do it anyway. But I feel like the farm is finally starting to come together, gang. I really do. I feel like it's, we're making progress. We're making good progress. We've got decent-sized fields now, fields that I feel like we can work with relative ease, and it's not, they're not such small fields here. They're decent size, where whenever we do harvest them, we'll get a good haul out of it. That's really the goal. Gotta be very gentle putting this back in here. Very touchy. That's good enough for me. Alright. So with all that said, let's get into the Massey Ferguson here. Let's fix this up over here. I will then jump onto the manure spreader. We'll throw in a time lapse. We'll get all of this done. I think it's going to be kind of hard to see where I've been, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, it's not, oh, I must have turned it off. That's what it was. I turned it off. I didn't think I did, but I guess I did. Turned off the create fields option. That's good enough. It's going to be kind of difficult to set that one properly because of not being able to, do what I did before, where I do lines to mark out the spots, because we're not wanting to harvest the whole thing today here. Alright, let's watch this and try to line it up as best we can here. A little over, I think, but that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll say that's good enough. We'll call it. That's good enough. All right, we're going to get this done, gang. Throw a time lapse in here. Get this done. Get all of the manure spread. And then we'll probably get on to putting a worker on drilling. And then we have to spray the field as well. Even though we're putting manure down, we still have to spray it. Because there's going to be... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, I screwed it up. Oh, man, now we have to touch that up. I put a worker on accidentally. I was trying to lift it up, and I put a damn worker on. Damn it! Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's just make sure I have everything set here. Allow create fields. Fix that a little bit. All right, we'll throw a time lapse in now that I got it all sorted out here, gang. We'll come back and touch all this up with some paint work. Just trying to fix all of that. See you guys when it's done. All right, gang, we're finishing up here now. There's obviously a little bit of a rendering issue here with the manure in this one. For whatever reason, it didn't populate in there, but it is in there. We're obviously spraying it, and the ground's changing. It was a little difficult to see up there where we had the straw on the ground. It was a little hard to see where you've been, unless you were way down here. But we got through it. We got through it. So, ideally now, it's saying 50% fertilized right now. When we go over here and look at it, it should say 100%. Yes. That worked. It worked exactly how I intended it to. This is perfect. Now we can do this at the same time whenever we're actually drilling a field. So this is fantastic. Alright, I knew he was going to have issues up here, so let's go ahead and just fix this really quick, and then we'll put him back on his way. Once he gets a little bit further, we are going to have to spray the ground here, as I mentioned. We're going to have to back up here in a line here, but we'll at least touch this edge up here for him so he doesn't get confused anymore. It's just because the foil greenhouse there is causing him some issues, so if we fix this here, it won't be anymore. He won't have any more issues if we do this for him, because he'll stop before then because it's already been done. But this is fantastic, man. This is, in the long run, I mean, I understand I'm saying around 20 to 25 episodes at most, and we're on, this is episode 10, I think? I don't know. I'm really bad at memorizing what the episodes we're on, because I normally do episodes back to back. I think it's 10, but anyway, even if it's not, we're in a position now where we're going to save ourselves a ton of money. And realistically, we probably won't ever have to utilize this as a fertilizer spreader. Maybe as a lime spreader, absolutely. But not as a fertilizer spreader. So I'm just going to, well, I probably should move this over here because that's where we had the drill, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll put it over here. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to unload this out of here for the lime. So that's an issue we're going to have to worry about. Unless I can put it back in that mortar silo type of thing. I don't know if I can. I bet I can't. So that's something we'll have to think about, right? We might have to get some kind of a pit to put the manure in if we ever need to utilize this. Which we probably should, because I think I have lime turned on in this series. Which I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. So it needs rolling and it needs a weeder. We still don't have a roller. We probably should get a roller. If we get a roller, our yield bonus will jump up significantly. How much are rollers? I hate rolling. You guys know this. If you've watched any of my other episodes, I cannot stand rolling. It's my least favorite thing. I don't know why. Some people love rolling. I just don't. I don't understand why I don't like it. I really don't like it. So here's one for 2,000, but man, it's small. I'd have to put that on a worker. I'm gonna put probably all the rolling on a worker anyway, unless I actually have to do it. I really just dislike rolling. They're all kind of expensive. I mean, I can get this one for 2 meters for $6.55. Maybe that's what we get for now. Really inexpensive. At least we can roll it. We can have the worker do it. He can continue doing it off camera if need be. We're getting to a position where we're going to need more than 2 tractors here pretty soon. All right, we'll buy it. We'll buy it. We'll just go smooth. I don't need any of that crap. That costs money to change the colors. We're not going to worry about that either. 2 meters. That's going to take forever to roll. Let's wait. We'll wait on the roller. We'll wait on it. There's no reason for us to do that right now. Yeah, there's no reason to do it. So, it's going to take a while before he's done doing that, so we'll probably let him go for a little while, and then we'll catch up to him with the sprayer. While we're at it, we might as well take a peek here. 263 liters. How much is in here? 16 liters. So we're going to need herbicide anyway. So we might as well go ahead and pick that up. So let's go do that. I'll go pick up an IBC of herbicide, and then I'll be back with you guys once I get it. Alright, we got it back here, gang. Workers making pretty good progress in the field there, so we probably can start doing the spraying here now. We'll just go load up. Well, hook up the sprayer, I should say. Load up the sprayer. We will be loading the sprayer up as well, I guess. But really what I was trying to say is let's hook up the sprayer. And we'll get going. I'm going to push that a little bit. Kind of have this in the way now just because I put the crop kind of where we were having that stuff. So we're just going to fill it up directly off the trailer there. I'm also going to just take a peek at strawberries. I don't think it's going to be worth selling them at all. I really, truly believe we should just be keeping the strawberries to do some kind of production with, but we'll see what comes of it. So I'll tell you what, gang, we'll go ahead and throw a little mini time lapse in. This won't take long at all. We're going to get this done, and then once it's done, I'll be back with you guys. Alright, gang, that is the field done. We thought about doing the roller. We decided to wait. We'll wait one more round to do the roller. But it's 80% yield bonus. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Now, as far as the strawberries go, I don't think we're going to sell them. I would take another peek really quick just to make sure. I just think it's best to probably keep those and do some kind of production with them. The highest is in February. It's October, so it's the lowest it could be, but it's starting to go up, which is good. But yeah, it's not worth it. And we've got 8,473 liters of them, so that's pretty good. 8 grand-ish, a little less than 8 grand we'll get out of them probably once it becomes peak time. But yeah, we're going to leave that episode there, gang. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you're new. Free, it helps me a ton. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, you know the drill. Put them down below. Subscribe to my other channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, I will see you all in the next episode.